Cairo, 2009. U.S. President Barack Obama lays out his vision of democracy promotion in the Middle East.
You must maintain your power through consent, not coercion.
18 months later, the uprising in Tunisia spreads to Egypt, Libya, and Bahrain. The U.S. government knows it, too, is facing pressure to live up to the goals established in the Cairo speech.
The way that the president spoke in Cairo foreshadowed a new compact of sorts between the United States and the people of the region that we're eager to build.
And part of that compact, avoiding a so-called cookie-cutter approach to the uprisings that made up the Arab Spring. In Egypt, the transition...
It must be peaceful, and it must begin now.
And in Libya, where Muammar Gaddafi's forces turned on protesters.
This violence must stop.
But in Bahrain, when police met demonstrators with rubber bullets and tear gas...
We call on restraint.
In the end, 35 people died, most of them civilians. The king promised reform and set up an independent commission to investigate. The head of that commission says there was only so much the U.S. could have done to stop the violence.
There are obviously limits on what governments can do. They can give advice, they can give ideas.
The U.S. has so far refused to use its considerable leverage in Bahrain. The country hosts the U.S. Fifth Fleet Naval Headquarters, which sits just a few kilometers from Iran. The Pentagon has said it hasn't considered moving the Fifth Fleet.
The only long-term solution in Bahrain is a genuine dialogue that leads to national reconciliation. And that requires both the government and the opposition to come to the table in good faith.
Bahrain's strategic importance influenced the U.S.'s reaction to last year's crackdown. But critics say that without a stronger message and a willingness to use its leverage, the U.S. may be undercutting the very compact it says it's now forged with the region's people. Rosiland, Al Jazeera, the State Department.